it would appear that there's players incoming in the winter transfer window. Big talk of a striker, which I'd have thought, must be really high on the agenda given the Asia Cup with Kyogo.
Only 3 games.
Is it only 3 games?
Well, potentially. That's if these teams get to the latter stages, which they might do. But you're only missing. They're only going to miss it. Well, maybe 4 because they might get another game at the end of it.
And then who'd you play through the middle? Who would you? So if O's away, Kyogo's away. I don't know. Would you do a makeshift? I don't know.
It is a problem in that short period. But you're not going to go and spend £9 million on a striker for 4 games when you've got Kyogo, who's the best player, one of the best players in the country, and O, who you think is going to be a big prospect. There's no point in bumping him to the third choice. So they bring in somebody on loan, maybe. Loan strikers in January, very, very difficult. You're not going to get a loan striker that's anywhere in any form. Because strikers are gold dust at the best times. You're not going to get a guy on loan who's not played much. So it's a tricky one. I think it's an awkward one. There will be signings in January. They'll bring in 2 or 3. There'll be a lot going out. I think that's clear from what Brendan Rodgers is saying. There'll be a lot leaving. A lot of these fringe. I think the squad's about 31, 32, which is too bloated. And it's too bloated with guys that are never going to get a game. So there'll be a lot. I think there'll be a few guys on their way. And 2 or 3 will come in. Striker, yeah, but it's awkward. Do you go and spend £3 or £4 or £5 million on a striker that's going to be Kyogo's backup and then jump ahead of O in the queue? I don't know. To play 3 or 4 games. I'm not entirely sure. It's a tricky one for them. I mean, you say go and get a relatively cheap striker, but where do you get a cheap striker that's going to do the job? I mean, people chuck in names like Lawrence Shankland. Lawrence Shankland costs £3 or £4 million.
Easy, yeah.
I mean, and is Lawrence Shankland going to come and play 3 or 4 games, then on the bench for the rest of the season? I mean, he's got the Euros coming up in the summer. Yeah, I thought so. It's an awkward. Strikers are always a tricky market. It's a really difficult market to get a striker. Everybody wants a striker. It's really go. I want a backup striker that can score 15 goals a season. Good luck. That's the golden ticket.